Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Break. Focus against the mic. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the slant.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7.
Aldridge now on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Got it down. 70, Indy. All day.
Now Aldridge on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Aldridge. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Aldridge. Going to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
18.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He'll find Hall. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Alert! Alert! 54! Hey, Charlie!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Good. We ain't beginning to tear you up. General West. Check.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
18. Watch the edge.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky, he'll take a shot for the end zone. A big play there. 45 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing here, Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Blake Martinez. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Aldridge throwing to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Bravo!
Aldridge to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Aldridge now to throw on 2nd down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here comes the Bears punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Aldridge to throw on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Aldridge. Throwing after the interception. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Aldridge. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down now, it's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down at 15 after the false start.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You coached him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
54, check, walk 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
You. Hey, alert. Hey, orbit. 29 is the mic. 29. You got nothing.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Hey, echo. Check curls. 58, the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Aldridge throwing again. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Aldridge to throw. Operating from the gun. That's complete to Meredith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Aldridge now throwing on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. 91. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Delta.
Now Aldridge. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 18.
Now Trubisky. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Trubisky. They'll run the screen with Carson. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Trubisky on first down, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them. Credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Aldridge. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 4. You draw quarter. Go. 5.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, G.
To throw on 2nd down. Aldridge looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Aldridge to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Aldridge to throw, operating from the gun. This is caught inside the 15. A big 30-yard play on third.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Aldridge now going to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Aldridge throwing again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Thomas has it. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Aldridge. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why, where we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Aldridge. That's caught. It's Thomas. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Aldridge. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
29 is the Mike 29.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Here we go.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson shedding the tackle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
We got this.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Three bud. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Watch the twist.
On second down, it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Lock in.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They want to show some patience in order to help him along.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. Maybe starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check. Fresno.
On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you